Welcome back to another installment, another presentation of Zay's Perception. Um, it's going to be another critical topic that I feel like a lot of young men should know about. It's going to be a very intriguing, interesting video. So tune in, stay to the end, and watch the video in its entirety. So in this video, I want to talk about how a lot of men should stop being juvenile and they should grow up in every aspect of their life. You should grow up in every aspect of your life. You should always elevate in every aspect of your life. I'm just gonna be hitting on some points, telling y'all where a lot of people are in a juvenile mindset, and I'm gonna be telling y'all some things y'all need to be aware of in this video. Because it's really detrimental staying in a stagnant mindset, in a fixed mindset, and not a growth mindset. So I'm gonna just be, you know, speaking about the importance of knowing these things and being aware. So I know a lot of y'all understand that we're in a matrix. If you think deep, if you know about the world, if you know about how this world is just one manifestation of somebody's blueprint in their mind, we're literally living in a matrix. Day to day basis, we're living in a matrix. People are clocking in, clocking out. Kids are getting programmed in school. The news, all of this stuff. We're in the matrix. Y'all all know this. You know what I'm saying? So I hope all y'all know this. So as men, especially as African Americans, we really need to be the forefront for the next generation. And I feel like a lot of men need to understand that you're in a juvenile mindset. You're in a stagnant mindset. And what do I mean by juvenile? You're in a kid-like mindset. You know what I'm saying? You're not glowing up. You're not growing up. Especially like with your attire and your wardrobe, the way you dress, the way you speak to people, all of that is aspects of what determines the value of a man. As young men, I'm 19 years old. I know it's a lot of young guys on this channel. As young men, we need to really start presenting ourselves in a more elegant, conservative way. We need to really start taking care of our business more. And I'm not just talking about money. I'm not just talking about dressing a certain way. I'm talking about down to the spiritual aspects of everything, like, how good is your mental health, your posture, the way you walk, the way you come into a room and talk to people, the way you light up a room when you walk in, all of those things. It's not just about dressing, but, I want to talk about, your wardrobe and your attire a little bit more, because that's something that really goes over a lot of dudes' head. They feel like, oh, if I don't, if I dress any way, it doesn't even matter. Clothing really doesn't matter that much. Clothing has no power. Clothing is literally a tool, because it literally determines how you're perceived out here in this world when people don't know about you, and when people are trying to take a chance on you, to give you a chance, give you opportunities in life. You have to look the part. You have to be the part. You can't be the part if you don't look the part. You have to have the full package. Just because you dress well, it's not the end all be all. You know what I'm saying? It's not the end all be all. But dressing, I really want to talk about wearing suits, more elegant, conservative things. I want to talk about those things because it's something that flies over a lot of people's head. They feel like it's not even important at all. People just feel like they can just throw on anything on their back. They feel like they can wear anything, smell it in any way, and just feel like they entitled to everything in life. They feel like they're entitled to this. I'm entitled to this job. I'm entitled to this money opportunity. But you look like a regular teenager. You look like a regular high schooler. It's nothing special about you. You need to start making yourself more special. You need to find your niche in life and start to elevate on that. And I'm not saying you have to wear a suit every day of your life, but sometimes, man, break out a suit every few times a week. Me personally, I don't mind wearing a suit, almost every day. I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? That's just me personally, because I'm trying to really, really elevate my life and really stand out from the crowd. That's just me personally. That's my style personality anyway. I'm more conservative. I'm more elegant. So I don't mind wearing a suit. Maybe that's not your preference, and that's okay. But I'm just saying, you can find a suit that you like. You can find more up-class, elegant, manly type of, assets, well, clothing that you can find that you will like. You know what I'm saying? You can find these things. You don't have to always wear Jordans and Yeezys and all the tennis shoes and stuff that everybody else is wearing. You don't always have to look like everybody else. You can be different. When you are different, you move different, and you get different opportunities in life. That's what people don't understand about clothing. Clothing is literally a tool. You have to use it as a tool. You have to use it to your advantage. Use it as leverage. If I walked into a grocery store with a suit on, people would break their neck and be like, oh, that's a black guy with a suit on. Yeah, people would break their neck because it goes against the norm. It breaks the stereotype of the black man being a hood dude, the black man being ignorant, the black man being a thug, always getting into shenanigans, always getting into crime, always doing stuff he's not supposed to do. Sagging their pants, wearing, Jordans, because Jordans is literally, it is literally the the label of the hood. It literally is. The Jordan sign might as well be the mascot of the hood, of the urban hood areas. And even Michael Jordan himself said he don't even like black people wearing his shoes. He said this himself, not me. He said this a minute ago, but he said he don't even like black people wearing his shoes. And I don't blame him, because a lot of black people, they have a fixed mindset. And I know a lot of people say, oh, the reason that black people act like this because we went through a lot of trauma and this and that. Bro, that's no excuse, because we have all the resources, we have the tools, we have therapy, we have the Bible, we have all of these things we can use to elevate ourselves as a person, especially the age we're in now. We're in the information age, the technological age. So it's no excuse to why you can't elevate your life. Black people want to stay in this mindset because they love violence. It is something wrong with a lot of black people. It really is. Something is wrong with black people, bro. I'm serious. Some black people are just lost, because there's no excuse to why you can't get out of that hole. We have all these, resources. We have all of these, the internet. Come on, man. You have so much information you can use to your advantage, but you rather just stay in the hood. You rather, mess around with 50 different women. You rather get STDs. You rather sag your pants, look like a target, look like a flashy dude. You rather just tote a gun rather than elevating your life in a very strategic way, in a professional way. It's just crazy, man. This mindset, people need to get out of this mindset because it's very detrimental, And like people say, always get offensive when I say, oh, start dressing better, wear a suit sometimes. People be like, oh, what's wrong with wearing Jordans? There's nothing wrong with wearing Jordans. But tell me what is so significant about wearing Jordans? What value do you get from wearing Jordans? What perception is put on you when you wear Jordans? I'll tell you, the ignorant perception, the typical black guy perception, the hood perception. When you see a regular black person wearing Jordans, you think, oh man, if I see girls wearing Jordans, bro, most of them are just toxic. Not saying all of them, just because you wear Jordans don't mean you toxic, but that's what a lot of people think of, because most people you find in these black, these dominated black areas, these urban hood areas, not even just black people, there's some white people who do this too. These hood areas, they always wear Jordans. They wear the same stuff. They look the same. They wear the same stuff. They talk the same. They walk the same. Everything's the same. So if you go out here in a luxurious place, if you go out here and try to get a very upscale professional job, wearing Jordans and a t-shirt and some jeans, you think they're gonna take you serious? No. You think they would have took Martin Luther King serious if he wore Jordans and a t-shirt and a snapback hat or something, dressing like a high schooler? No, he had to wear a suit. He had to look professional. He had to be eloquent when he spoke. He had to have a very convicting voice, just like Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? They voiced, the way they walked, the knowledge, the way they dressed, everything was on point with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, the Black Panthers. This is how we have certain rights as black people. But black people don't understand that dressing good, walking a certain way, fixing your voice dialect, fixing your speech, fixing your grammar and your vocabulary, using more eloquent, oriented, speeches, when you talk. Man, I'm telling you, bro, you will start to see a lot of changes in your life. But this goes over a lot of people's head. If you're in high school right now, I'm gonna challenge you. This is what I want to challenge. I want to give you a challenge. If you're anybody who's in school right now, go to school, put on a dress shirt. You don't even have to wear suit pants. Put on a dress shirt. Put on if you want to put on suit pants, you can. Put on a dress shirt. Tuck your dress shirt in. Wear a nice belt. Wear some dark colored jeans and wear a pair of boots. And watch how people look at you, bro. Watch how people look at you different. You're going to stand out from the crowd. Just throw on a nice dress shirt, some dark colored jeans. I'm trying to get y'all something casual. So some people don't like wearing suits. Everybody not like me. Everybody ain't going to want to wear suits. Everybody ain't going to want to wear, dress shoes and things. But just wear this. Hear me out. A dress shirt, tuck it in, wear a nice belt, dark colored jeans, and wear a pair of boots. And I guarantee you, people will start to look at you different. Even wear a watch. Put on a watch. That's a very, very important thing in a man's wardrobe, a watch. It represents you about your time. You have respect, success. That's all the watches. That's what the watch sends to people when you wear a watch. So I'm just trying to really just give y'all some good information here, man, because it really does matter how the way you dress, and not just the way you dress. Like I said, your posture, your body language, the way you walk, the way you talk, your non-digital footprint. When you walk into when you're walking into a building, how do you leave the building? Do you leave smiles on people's faces when you walk out of a room? All of those things matter, man. And this is something that goes over a lot of people's head. So I don't want to drag this video out too long, man. Really take heed to what I said. I got more videos coming for y'all soon, man. This has been Zay's Perception. Thank y'all for watching. I'm out.